What's up, guys? Welcome to Geek Brew, home of the Geek Brew. It's your boy, Just Grave.
This is Herbal T.
Been a while, guys. Well, not been a while. It's been maybe a week or something.
Yeah, we still caught up.
We caught up pretty good. So, first story of the day. If you guys have been too busy or it's been too much money to buy individual comics, there's going to be a subscription model similar to Google Music or Spotify or that, and it's going to be a monthly subscription, so you can read all the comics you would like whenever you want, and it's only going to be $9 a month, and weigh that against paying like what comic would be
about $2 or $3.
$2 $3. So if you read comics a lot, or if you don't read it at all and you want to start, this is the best plan right now. I don't know, they haven't said anything about if they'll have like the newest, greatest comics right away. But yeah, right now they have about 10,000 comics right now, and the publishers that are on board are Marvel, Archie, was it Dynamite, and pretty much more. So some titles are Captain America, The Avengers, was it Harbinger?
Harbinger, yeah.
Harbinger? Sorry, Harbinger, yeah.
Harbinger, yeah.
I was right? Oh, I was right.
Harbinger, yeah.
Damn it. No. But, yeah.
A lot of different names to remember.
And you could watch it, of course, you could watch it on your phone, your tablet, your computer. So it covers all the bases. And yeah, that looks pretty... Like, I don't really read a lot of comics. Usually when I do maybe watch a Marvel, like, animated movie or DC animated movie, I usually do... If I don't know a character, I think the website's called Comic Vine.
Yes.
And I go there and I just read up on it. But of course it's like I'm not getting the full experience. So this would be probably perfect for me. I'm like, okay, I want to start reading comics and get more into it and get more into all the lore and everything, like more into detail. Even though they do pretty good, do a pretty good job of doing that. But if I really want to get like the experience of reading a comic book, this is the perfect thing. What about you, Corn? What do you think about this?
Yeah, I was gonna say something. No, yeah, basically, it would definitely work for someone like you, especially someone who doesn't always go to a comic book shop and binge on 10 to 15 comic books. Actually, does rack up to about $30. Or $40. A lot of comic book geeks or comic book readers that I know, they tend to again binge on those 10 to 20 comic books, and they would rack up more in one week than they would with this what is it, script? Yeah, script. I'm guessing
Script D or something
yeah.
Like that, yeah.
Script D, yeah. Yeah, they would rack up more in a week than Script D or Script would allow in that whole month. If it's a $9 subscription, you definitely have especially if you have Marvel and Dynamite. Those two, from what I remember, from what I see, they sell a hefty amount of comics. So I'm guessing out of those 10,000, you would have a good fraction of them coming from Marvel and Dynamite. And of course, there will be a lot more vendors, and eventually people like DC will jump on, and Vertigo and Dark Horse will probably be there as well. Yeah. And when it gets to that point, probably in the next 1 or 2 years, yeah, you basically have a damn near unlimited bargain on how many comics you want to get. Though, of course, you will have those comic book fans who want to stay tangible and buy the comic books themselves, but not everyone's
for the collectors,
exactly collectors. And even if they want to be really artsy or artistic or really hipster with it, no offense to them, but they want to have tangible. They want to have something to feel. They have some kind of spiritual connection to paper, and they may veer off from this script subscription, but it's not like that little factor is gonna like be the nail in the coffin for this. It's about time we have a subscription plan for unlimited comics, but we're not gonna see the fall of comic book shops.
Yeah, of course not. There's always a physical thing, but
Exactly.
yeah, especially I think comics are like maybe for music is a bad example, but like most people thought music was like okay, you have to always have a physical, and it's like a
It wasn't a CD
yeah, it's
or
a CD. You always have to have a CD. It makes no sense to not have a CD. Like the feel, the touch, but for comic books, it's more the collector's thing because people collect music and stuff like that, but most people that that do get into comics, they still want to collect because there's
yeah.
also that because if you bought like even if you have the Temptations oldest record, you sell it, you probably get a couple $100. Comics, you collect those those hold value greater like hold greater value than a CD would.
Yeah,
So that's
a
one of
lot of
the
those
things.
a lot of those collectors in the music field, they tend to go even farther back, like you said, the records like the vinyls. Those are the ones that still like sell, like 4 to 5 digits. If you have like the huge vinyl, records, then yeah, you're gonna be that collector. But yeah, true. The comics are that same thing. It's not gonna be the fall of a comic book shop. Or like not anytime soon. I'd say.
Yeah.
You see a decline, but you know, it's not like Barnes and Noble's running out of business anytime soon.
No, not anytime soon at all. All right. So next story. This is you brought this to me, Quan. So what
Yes.
don't you talk about? Yeah.
Yes, the iPad. Okay, there's a new case coming for the iPad Air. It's called Phorm, and actually two guys. If I can remember their names. Okay, yes. Yeah, they made by Tactus. Tactus is actually the company. I'd rather just I may as well just say that to save time. But yeah, what the technology they use is a fluidic technology. It sends liquids through like a multi-layered film, like a clear thin film or the glass, as people would call it,
Hmm.
and it forms over the keys of an iPad keyboard,
Oh,
and
okay.
it creates these gel keys that you can type on. It just feels tangible, and their main goal was to kind of bring a muscle memory approach to using the iPad. Of course, the only muscle memory you're going to get is, just tapping. We have to tap on the screen, or especially, or better yet, you remember where the volume and the power button is. But sometimes tapping may not be as accurate, or you may not be getting more accurate in tapping things. You on an iPad Air, you just get past fat fingering something, but that's it. You still have to be a little bit more accurate. But with a tangible keyboard, it'll probably feel well with iPad Air. You just have to use your thumbs. It'll feel a lot more natural. It's not like we all through wear keyboards. I still have one on my laptop. I have one for the PC. We have like people still have like all these clusters or these like a junkyard of keyboards. But Tactus, right now they have it's kind of like a Kickstarter. They're trying to raise funds for it. The original price for this case, like in addition to all the technology, will be $149. But if you pre-order it for like a $99 price, discounted $99 price, you will get it, without any further charge. So you're basically saving a third of the price. But to be quite fair, if anyone's thinking that it's a steep price, and it kind of could be, you know, the way this works is it's its own technology. Really its own technology. There's a lot of complaints about people using the iPad Air, like typing and everything, but mainly it it's a hit or miss with the price. I would be honest with that. I don't think that don't think that it would force you to have any buyer's remorse if you do have it. Again, it's actually not even finished. They have they do have videos for it, but
Yeah.
it's not even finished. You may be able to turn it around, and honestly, this does open up for a lot of possibilities. One possibility, well, a couple of possibilities that they're trying to explore is just aiming for other devices. iPhone 6, Android devices. They actually made their own custom Android tablet with the Phorm technology
Built in?
implemented into their screen.
Oh, built into the screen.
Yes, built into the screen. So wherever the keyboard is, the fluid travels in. Keyboard pops up. Keys pop up. You can type around. You can tap it around.
So what
Now,
about in landscape mode? Like, what if you like switch it over to?
landscape should be able to happen because they are trying to. They said specifically that they're aiming for 10-finger typing. So that's something that they're trying to test out. So they're trying to they probably are trying to coordinate the fluid to a landscape mode, so you can type around. So we may see that we may see that in initial release. I wouldn't say hold your breath about that, but go to let's fast forward to summer summer of this year where they actually are trying to release it. We may be able to see that. We may be able to see a landscape capability. I don't know about being able to turn the whole thing 360. You may have to still steer drive like turn like a steering wheel, but
Yeah, gotcha.
don't be surprised if you see that. Now, yeah, you can look into you can look forward to it, but also with this Phorm technology again, we're opening up a whole new like pathway to just how to play games and how to use different kinds of apps. Because now, let's say if they do streamline this Phorm fluidic technology, again, we can have different kinds of games where you are probably like playing Operation or something. You're playing like Scrabble. You have different kinds of games with the touch base. Hell, you send this crap over to Japan. They'll make all kinds of not safe for work games with this thing. I mean, you've seen those damn little mouse pads and everything with with the anime chicks and everything.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you think they can do with the Phorm technology if it creates fluid, which is kind of like that armrest technology they use for the damn anime chicks? It can open up money, or you with a lot of other things, all you need is just some idea, some ingenuity, and you're making money. So this actually isn't bad. These guys, Tactus, they probably are pretty close to streamlining this and actually cutting the cost of making
the
them.
the price doesn't even look that bad. For like if it says what the retail price would be, like 150. But if you you pre-order it now, you get $50 off, so it'd be 100. Doesn't seem that bad for this type of technology.
Exactly, it's not bad, and especially it's not even that in much of a hindrance for you to use or to it's very accessible. It costs the same. I mean, it weighs the same as a regular case. And honestly, one factor they raised when they made that Android tablet is that they took off about 15 grams of weight when they put in that Phorm technology. So they took away the case, and actually with this Phorm technology, when you see the picture of that screen, it looks like it takes away the glare too. So it becomes more of a convenience. You can use
anti-glare coating.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's anti-glare, and it feels a lot. It probably would feel a lot more comfortable to use. So, and honestly, I wouldn't mind getting this. Then again, I don't have iPad Air. If they have this for the Shield tablet, then yeah, I'll take a look at it. But honestly, I would kind of wait until they create those custom Android tablets, because that if they didn't show that, I definitely would have went for a case. But now they had me a little bit more excited for what they implement to Android tablets.
Yeah, that's once they take you have an iPad. Do you have a mini or do you have a regular
I have an old iPad too. If I still do have it, and I think I still do have it. No, I do have it. And if they can use a form on that, then by all means, I'll definitely test it out when it, when
When it
the price
drops.
drops a little bit, because I'm not using the iPad, only to, probably test other apps. But
Yeah, gotcha.
yeah, I'll wait. You know,
Yeah,
it looks like a pretty good, good invention to come out.
all right. So next up, so if you guys already think 4K is pretty much the standard, and but even though we don't have any 4K content, maybe House of Cards or a few Netflix shows, but
Yeah,
they already have a way to make a 8K display laptop, which 4K on a laptop makes no sense at all because you won't see the benefit. It'll look awesome, but a good 1080p display would be pretty much identical kind of in a sense because it's just if it just has the right amount of pixel density and everything, it should look amazing. So they have a way to make an 8K display screen, 7680 by 4320 to be exact. So they do that by panel segmentation. So yeah, they break them up, and each panel has that's a specific pixel density, and then they restitch it together to make a laptop. But so I don't know how it'll look in games, especially since it's not a one panel. Because if it's segmented panels, it will look weird if it's out of sync.
yeah,
You might have instead of vertical tearing, like everyone knows, you would have horizontal tearing.
yeah. Like you probably had, like a hand, like on the other side of the screen before like it's not even a smooth transition.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have to tread a little lightly with this. And what kind? Oh, and the what is this actually for? Like, what is this for? The Windows or Apple's displays? I see like
Well, this is
Apple,
the Asus laptop. It's not. It doesn't have it, but it is. I think they just pretty much made the technology available in the newest update of the DisplayPort 1.4a. That pretty
huh?
much it could run 8K screens, but this is the only way they could do it by having segmented panels. So
Okay, so
it's theoretical right now. But pretty much it can be implemented. So it's a FASA expects systems to ship with new display by 2016. So by 2016, a manufacturer can do this. If they want to, they could put this panel into their or get a panel that has this type of technology, the segmented segmented panels,
yeah,
and they can have a 8K computer. That's probably just bragging rights, pretty much. But I don't know about. I really don't know about the practicality of it. Like,
yeah, yeah.
especially we have no 8K content. We don't have any 4K content. The
Yeah,
5K when
4K games are just starting. 4K games
yeah
are starting, and people are still trying to, solidify. Again, just trying to kick out the bugs of working a 4K game.
yeah
And I mean, like, wasn't it like 2 weeks ago when we finally started seeing 4K monitors coming to home, you know, home environments? It was a little bit, it wasn't even that long ago when we started
yeah
seeing
we just
$5,000 4K machine,
yeah
4K,
like affordable 4K monitors just came out like CES
like 2 days
now.
ago.
Yeah, those monitors they just arrived on are arriving on the market. So especially
Now, right?
also when Apple decided to just go out of like left field, like okay, everyone got 4K, we're gonna make an iMac that's 5K, but it is only they have to cheat and have like the actual was it because the Fire Pro that's running in there is doesn't like if you don't like set it up correctly the way they did it, it wouldn't be able to really push 5K. it's shown in when if you run boot camp on it,
Oh,
the only way it can't run is native display. It only can run at 4K in boot camp in Windows boot camp. So there's a way that they do it. I'll have to look it up again, but that's the best bet right now. Like, and now it's 8K, and in CES they only had 8K pictures. They had because you have 8. There's all these 8K like photographers that if you have like
yeah,
a red can take pictures in 8K. A red is actually a few of the red models are actually upgradable with firmware and stuff like that. That they'll be able to shoot in 4K, maybe in the near future or the far distant future. Maybe I say near future, but
yeah. Mm.
it's still like 8K is just 4K is already good enough. I don't know how like our eyes, I don't think any human's eyes are gonna get better. Like your 4K is, I feel that's it. You don't need to go up beyond that. 4K should be good enough. Like,
Yeah, I mean, like, the 8K, it only allow you to like zoom in very, 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 very deep into a different part, a certain detail, and you'll see it in 720p. That one detail looks like a speck in a regular thumbnail.
yeah,
But there's not, yeah, there's no real reason to look at anything of that high quality unless you're you're posting it on like a building advertisement or something, a building ad,
yeah. That's like for advertisements. Like there's a 4K. I think there's a 4K panel in
Times
Times
Square.
Square. Yeah, that
Yeah,
makes sense. Like pretty much the only reason, like especially 8K makes sense is like pretty much on big billboards
yeah,
because that's the only way you can see you see a clear difference. Like if you get a 4K TV, you probably have to get like a 150-inch TV to get the best out of it, and that makes no sense at all.
do
Like,
something. Yeah.
yeah. So yeah. All right, you brought this up, Quan. The new Deadpool mask. They revealed it.
Yeah, it's a yeah, it is a reveal, more so a tease because of course you see in this whole sepia tone, you're not you're not really, it's not really a clear shot, not really clear lighting on it, but you kind of do see that it's a Deadpool mask. You see the black like circles around the white eyes, red, it looks like it's an obvious red thing, even
Yeah.
despite the speculation that it may be a ballerina pink in that tweet that Ryan Reynolds put, and he's right next to it. So
Hmm.
either you're gonna trust the guy who just picked up the article, or you're gonna trust the guy who's right in front of the mask. It could be a ballerina pink. Deadpool could wear that, and it wouldn't hinder his effect at all. But yeah, it did just mainly originate from that tweet. That tweet and that picture. But of course,
He's like the
it
perfect.
just yeah,
He's like
it
the
just
perfect
further,
dude for the job.
yeah,
So it
it
makes
just further it just furthers the fact that Ryan Reynolds is the perfect guy for Deadpool.
yeah.
That's basically what it is.
But his humor.
Yeah, it's humor. You just tell him to be himself and wear the mask, and he's Deadpool.
Yeah. Pretty much. All right. Kind of shitty news. So I guess when was this? It should be. It was a few days ago, maybe the 8th or the 9th. But pretty much this streamer that usually does RuneScape and stuff. He was doing RuneScape that night, and he was swatted. And this is of course not a new thing, but what happened was he was upstairs and he heard about it later on when he had to go downstairs, and he heard the ruckus. Pretty much the police officers busted into his house and pointing guns at his 10-year-old brother and his mom and and yeah, I know it is really hard to see. He has a really he broke down on camera and just pretty much asked the people to like tell them not this is not funny. Pretty much, he could have died because they had
Yeah.
10 police officers on him with guns, and I don't understand why. Like people think it's so funny. Like it just I guess the internet I guess I say all the time, like the internet brings the worst out of people. They just
Yeah, kind of does. And especially since the internet has a lot more safety than it seems. Of course, there are hackers, but you know the people who do the worst on the internet do have the most safety. They have the safety of just anonymity,
yeah
where one you're least likely gonna figure out whether or not you know at least they're gonna figure out who did it, but that person can trace your IP, and again that I mean that's how these SWATs tend to happen. Like you said, like you told me, people trace your IP, then they figure out that they figure out where you live, your address, your number, and everything, and then they can either mask their number with yours, or find a way to find a way to get the cops to figure out where you live, and then bam, you have the whole SWAT team, probably a couple of feds just busting in, thinking that you're a terrorist, and it's a very, again, like you said, it's a very risky situation because someone could die, especially how the whole place is set up, either it's in your home or again like it's in an office, and that's a lot more it's a lot
it's a lot of factors.
yeah, it's a lot. Yeah, there's a lot of casualties, a lot of other civilians there, and it's going to be hard for you to explain yourself, especially when you don't know the situation, and now you have a lot of other people on and as a target to an apparent terrorist plot, even if you're not planning it, but even with that, getting back to those hackers, it kind of is that new form of terrorism, really, because you're terrorizing, and honestly, you're getting away with hiring hitmen. You're kind of hiring hitmen, for it could be for free, because let's be honest, once a gun goes off and someone dies,
that was the hit.
Yeah, that's the hit, and no money's coming out of anyone's pockets, and now no one can really find who really did it, who really orchestrated the whole thing, because
like there were some people. There were some people that actually have got not for this incident, but like other incidents, like some even like I don't know how young he was, but he was pretty young, and he got like 25 to life, and someone else got like what I think 15 years or something like that, and they're both young, like were young people. One was like a young kid, and one was like definitely just a young adult. And they just didn't, like, I guess like with the internet, because of like being anonymous and like just like, okay, and if you hate someone, this is the perfect way to get back at them. Like, how dare they make a living off of this, and they're terrible, I hate them. But I rather try to swat them. They don't think like there's anything that's gonna happen, but when there's guns and there's this big tension, and when you say, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna kill everyone in my office," that's one of them. If you come in, I'm gonna I'm gonna shoot at you. Now the SWAT team thinks, "Oh, there's a guy that's armed with a gun, and he sees me, he's gonna shoot me." So they're already on edge, busting in. Now they're over the edge. They are like ready. The guy could be holding a controller and turn around in his swirly chair, and then like it's a black controller, and they just start letting off because they think it's a gun.
True.
Like, hey, black people got shot because there was a wallet.
Yeah, I mean,
a controller that's black, it's a gun. So
exactly, and you really can't make any, quick movements and whatever. It's a really it's a really touchy situation, really touchy field over there. But hey, and it kind of does raise a little bit of a suspicion or a little bit of fear of becoming too famous, to the point where you're getting other people to that point where you have hundreds of thousands of watchers, and then one person can do something so stupid, and there you go, and it kind of is tough because the more and more it happens, now, you kind of, you're not exactly exhausting the SWAT team, but now you're making them wary of this stuff,
Yeah.
and now they have to be more careful than they really are. You don't want this SWAT team second guessing themselves.
Yeah, that makes it dangerous. It's
Yeah,
dangerous for them too, because now they say, okay, this could be a swatting. This could be not. It could be not real at all. It could just be a swatting. It should be fine.
exactly.
And then like they come in and it's like, oh shit, it is. It's an actual swatting. And yeah, someone just shot a police officer and got away, or killed someone, or endangered someone else. To just I don't know, just retarded. It's just really stupid. It's just I don't know. But yeah, swatting's bad, kids. Don't do it. Especially especially if you don't know the consequences and you think it's just gonna be fun. Guns and high stake situations never come out. Usually don't come out well. Go out well, and it shouldn't be played with at all. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, so there's this new robot that's gonna be able to zipper everything. So once you take a piss, and it'll zip up and just tear off your penis. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
It's like I wasn't done yet. I
I
didn't.
mean, that's how the war between man and machine is gonna start.
Zipper, an automatic zipper would be the beginning. My penis.
Hey, imagine that in the next Terminator movie. There won't be a future war. There won't be a future of mankind if that crap happens.
So, yeah, they'll they'll get they'll get our penises and just make sure we can't reproduce. That's the first step.
Exactly.
That's the first step.
Yeah. I'm hoping that there's going to be a robotic magnetizer to just bring back button-up pants. Fly button. What was it? Button fly jeans.
Yeah.
Bring that shit
Yeah,
back
man.
from the early '90s. But now it's robotized, robotic and magnetized. And now you don't have to worry about being drunk and taking the piss anymore. You know.
Yeah. So they developed this so it could be, I guess, for people that are amputees or dealing with illness that they can't use their motor skills.
Like an
And
ALS
yeah, or for like hazmat suits and stuff like
definitely
that.
definitely hazmat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But with this technology, besides for the amputees, since there's so much new technology coming out that is gonna be like beneficial. Like this is one kid that made a pretty much a $300 prototype for a hand that you could control with your mind, like a little like robotic hand, and it works. So
I look, yeah.
he put out the blueprints for free, so
Mm.
anyone can make it. You could 3D print it and you could make it. And
That's what,
the kid is only like he made it when he was 17. He like finalized it when he was 19. Like this, like the kid is amazing. Is
yeah. I mean, that's true. I'm pretty sure you looked at it. There were some other ideas for it. I remember it was either
the full like arm, the
yeah, there
full
was
arm. Yeah, yeah, I remember
yeah,
that.
like Colbert Report or the Daily Show, where there was a guy who made a robotic arm, and one of the testers for it was eating a bowl of cereal with it.
Yeah, 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 I remember that.
This
Yeah,
guy, he learned how to coordinate with it so well that he was eating a bowl of cereal with it. So especially, it's not now, especially when you have someone like that 17-year-old who made the hand you control with your mind. Yeah, finishing it when he was 19. That means there is kind of that hive mind, people that need to team up and just share the ideas around and actually come up with something in the end.
yeah.
It kind of does say that that everyone needs to get together. But yeah, it's
Like
you know
it's since he made it open source, it just also just makes it 10 times better. Like everyone can build it. So
yeah, and they can
so
add too.
add to it. That's the beauty of it. And since it's cheaper than just because this is like regular prosthetic arms, like the ones that don't even flex, that just have like a little clip that you have to squeeze or something with your like just use like your arm or something, like your whatever, your stub, and just
Yeah,
squeeze it, that only clamps. Some of them go for like what, 40 grand, 60 grand,
for real.
and they're not functional at all. And
But this,
that one, like it's fully functional, and it cost them probably like cost them about $350 to create.
for real.
So yeah. But with this, if with this, like I don't think that we would be able to. We wouldn't need the with the arm. We wouldn't need this zipper thing. But for the hazmat suits, when you're all zooted up and you need to get into like a dangerous zone real quick and stop like a leak or something, this would be awesome. Just put it on, it zips up for you, and you just you get right to work.
Exactly.
So yeah. All right. Talking about robotics, another one. Uh, Pretty much Boston Dynamics that was bought out by Google. They created a few of these machines. I forgot, one was called the Cheetah, one was called something else, if I'm correct. It might be a different. No, I think yeah, they made both of them, but they had one that pretty much they showed a dog that you can kick, and it just balanced itself out and keep walking. So now the dog is off the leash, pretty much.
Yeah,
Yeah. So pretty much now this dog is 160 pounds and running as quiet as it does, like pretty much is like a capable, like it could get to places that humans can't get to or dogs can't get to if it's in bad conditions, like unsuitable conditions for life, and but you have
exactly.
to rescue or go somewhere or like has like, and it's just amazing how robotics is getting even better and better, and with this like it's we're getting to that T1000 era soon, sooner
Yeah,
than later.
yeah, pretty much. You know, that I mean that thing looks like it can probably, it looks like those, it can become those dogs from that the Greyhound music video. Was it Swedish House Mafia?
Oh,
You got
okay.
those robot dogs racing in the desert.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, pretty soon we can see that. We can have like robotic horse races for some reason. I mean, like it kind of makes me glad that BattleBots is coming back.
Oh yeah, I remember back.
Yeah, yeah. You're gonna have like crap like this going around. Like, able to walk around. Of course, they have their own rules and divisions, but
Wait, is it gonna have just the battle bots, or is it gonna have two different? Is it gonna have a section for because drones is getting really popular? Is it gonna have anything with drones? Cause that'd be awesome. Like have like a drone
I
battle and
you
then
know,
also the regular battle bot things. That'd be
I
awesome.
hope we I have to look further into it, but I hope they take it airborne. That'd be
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Only problem is like I guess once you hit the propellers, it's over. It's just gonna fall out the sky. You just have to
So
make some
make
drones
it.
that are like make some drones that are really like good that can stand a couple hits.
Yeah, probably have have the propellers under the machine, or have
Yeah.
like a probably can have like a jousting, you know,
Oh yeah, that'd be awesome.
whichever one drops first loses. I mean, it wouldn't hurt. You definitely wouldn't want to spend too much money making those machines because
Yeah.
you have to repair them right after. But who knows? Well, I'll look further into BattleBot. ABC agreed to pick it back up.
Oh,
From
sick.
from
What
Comedy
channel
Central.
was on? It
The
was
first
on.
one it was on Comedy Central.
Oh,
BattleBots Comedy Central,
all
and
right.
then they had BattleBots and Robot Wars. Robot Wars was on
On G4, right?
yeah, it was like a BBC,
Oh, BBC. Oh,
but then yeah, but for us it showed up on G4.
okay. Yeah. I remember that. I missed G4. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh, it was G4 Tech TV. Yeah, like back
yeah. Back in the
those
day.
yeah.
All right. So this pretty much this worldwide campaign to raise money for to prevent cancer foundation rose $1.5 million with speed running marathons for charity. So they made this little nice little infograph about everything, and this is so 9 million unique users, 1,000 like 170K max congruent users, and 917 minutes watched. So yeah,
17 billion or
minutes watched.
So just
Yeah,
so it looks like
it was
million minutes. Yeah.
million minutes. So if it, oh yeah, that would make sense. Yeah, that would make sense
Yeah. So it
because
looks like because
yeah,
imagine how many people were watching it.
yeah, oh yeah, I was yeah, you're
I
right.
guess you have like
Nine,
9.4
yeah,
million unique viewers, and what is it like 170,000 concurrent viewers?
yeah.
Maximum concurrent viewers. Yeah, you're gonna have like 917 minute. Yeah, 917 million minutes watched all together. Everyone put together. So out of each and every user, So I think they just count how many like how long it was watched from everybody, at once. And just say, yeah, this is how much time has been put into
It's
watching.
crazy.
So
And
then it's watching.
this is like
So
a really big jump from like each year. Like they even show it here from so what 2012 was 1.50 million to now 3 years later they built a community that wants to help out that could have
that's
3 point
27 million.
yeah 29.2 million. This
Yeah.
is a total like yeah the growth over years total impressions. So that's
Yeah.
amazing. Yeah. And they have the top emotes used. Crying baby. This a regular dog and this guy.
Yeah, it's the guy that I've seen so many times in those fighting game, those FGC streaming
Oh yeah,
channels, but they keep posting this one guy, and I'm guessing he's like some one of the higher ups of Twitch. Somebody who did something on Twitch that no one's going to forget him.
yeah. From doing
Forget or probably forgive him for doing.
say say we will never forget. He said and we won't forgive.
That
we always
not
we will
forget.
always remember.
Exactly. I never forget.
Never forget. Oh, man. All right. We talked about this in the previous one of Geek Brew News. So this Kickstarter is just growing more and more. It's past the Reading Rainbow reboot and the Veronica Mars movie project. And that
Oh,
was about and that had like I think about $4 million raised or something like that.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
it
haven't
was a
watched
lot.
Veronica Mars, but I'm pretty sure people have been dying to see that
Oh, it's 5 million, 5 million.
happen. Yeah, but
But
now
yeah,
they
I enjoy some episodes of Veronica Mars. I remember when it was on, but then it just like I guess it got canceled, and then it was
probably that's
over. Yeah.
why, yeah.
But yeah, so it did that. It went past the Reading Rainbow and Veronica Mars project, and now it's the sixth most funded project in Kickstarter history. So yeah, that is amazing. And it's a card game. It's just a regular card game.
Yeah, Exploding Kittens. Yeah, there's a
Yeah.
card game. Yeah,
What are they gonna do with $5.48 million on the card
like a,
game?
like a whole lot of cards. I don't know.
They're gonna have to add. They're just gonna add so many different type of cards. I,
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure everybody wants to just have it. I think it's like what they do with Cards Against Humanity is just that this is more of a no, yeah, it is what Cards Against Humanity is going through right now is more of a saying that you have it rather than really playing it.
yeah,
Something like
because
quoting
was it the
kids.
same people? The Cards of Humanity guys actually? No, was it? I think it was either the Cards. Yeah, the Cards of Humanity guys. Like for I think Black Friday, they did the. I think we covered the story. Remember they had like we have a piece of the cow shit, and then we're telling you it's cow shit. It's no,
Well,
really,
yeah,
it's
that
cow
was
shit.
Black Friday,
And
right?
yeah, and people still bought it.
The
It was 30
bullshit.
bucks.
No, they had bullshit. Yeah,
Yeah, it was
it was.
bullshit. Like
Yeah,
yeah, and
but
they bought it,
it was
and
it
it's
was like
still
it's like fossilized, like dried up bullshit. It's like they kept their promise.
yeah. And they still and we were like no. We kept telling you like no,
But
it's
I
bullshit.
kind of do, and I'm not looking forward to Exploding Kittens keeping their promise. I don't think I want someone sending a kitten with a time bomb through mail,
Yeah.
through Amazon
No, no,
drone,
no, no, no.
just drop
I'm fine with that.
dropping kamikaze kittens on,
I'm
on
good
people's
with
text.
that.
Hey, you guys gave me 5 point something $1 million. What do you think I was going to do with that? And I could buy a whole bunch of drones and just kamikaze kittens everywhere. But
No.
exactly, I mean.
Uh,
You know, and I think they want to start. You know, they probably do want to one up. You know, Cards Against Humanity.
Yeah, it's yeah. This is just see. This is what happens if you have a good rapport with people and people enjoy your comedy and stuff like that. You
Yeah,
can. That's the good things about Kickstarter that you could just like okay, if you have a fan, you don't need to go to other people to make your stuff. You just have to go to the people that want it, and that's good. So that's the good things about Kickstarter. The only bad thing about Kickstarter is when they don't deliver. It's
yeah,
like, oh yeah, we didn't deliver, and they no, there's nothing we could do. If they don't deliver, like only thing we could is ask for our money back and find out where they live and maybe get our money back. Just take that in any context you want. Is we'll get our
yeah.
money back. We'll get our money back. Don't worry
We'll
about
have our money by the end of the day. Yeah, you know, I mean,
it. Like,
get a Kickstarter to hire him.
I'll just say, just end it Stewie Griffin style. Stewie Griffin
Yeah, right.
style. Anyway, uh, the once reigning champ of all technical, all was it hobby doodads, and before there were drones, there were the RC planes and helicopters and cars. Radio Shack is finally filing for uh,
Bankruptcy.
bankruptcy.
Yeah.
Bro, I think they're filing for bankruptcy protection or the same thing. I don't know, but they're closing pretty much most of their stores and pretty much giving, I think, pretty much half their stores to Sprint, I believe, or Sprint or Verizon, one of them. And
Oh, really?
yeah, a few. I think they're trying to like keep a few of their stores on like a few of their stores still Radio Shack and so they can beat it. But most analyzers are thinking like yeah, they're pretty much done by the end of this year. Like there's no coming back after this. Like most companies that most companies that file for bankruptcy, like and try to keep it rolling and just get the protection. Like, oh, we're filed for bankruptcy. We're not bankrupt. We just filed for protection. Like they just end up like like being crushed. That's the same thing
Yeah,
happened. The same thing that happened to Blockbuster.
yeah. I was going to bring up CompUSA as well. You know,
Yeah. Oh my God, I love CompUSA. That was like my favorite store to go to.
exactly.
It's just that they didn't have. I guess they just didn't just like Radio Shack. They didn't transfer to online quick enough
True.
because I think CompUSA came before Best Buy, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. So when Best
Oh,
Buy
wow.
came on the scene, and they definitely had a better like online presence,
And they were
and
more personal too.
CompUSA, yeah, they should have right when they saw that they should have started focusing on online and just getting more getting more known online and having deals and stuff like that. That's
Yeah.
how Best Buy is still there, even though Best Buy is having a little trouble. That's why they had to close a few of their stores as well and
Yeah.
keep it a
The
little
funny,
bit more, keep it small and have the
yeah.
bigger stuff online to get to, and just have a few big stores in the big areas like 86th Street or was it 14th Street and stuff like that.
Yeah. So, and lastly, I remember hearing, you know, and probably from like a wild source or whatever, but Radio Shack. I remember their stores were supposed to be, oh, well, not supposed to be, but it was rumored. That's a better way of saying it. It was rumored that like a good amount of Radio Shack stores were going to become like Amazon display stores. Like, I don't know about anything being picked up over there, but there was a rumor about that, and we may have to I may have to look into that pretty soon to see what happened to that rumor. See what Amazon is doing. I know that if Amazon is not really faltering at all, but we have to see what was really happening with the Radio Shack, because the Verizon T-Mobile or whatever it was
Hmm.
picking that up is not bad, but it's not like those stores are really so lively. It's not like, again, it's not like how CompUSA fell to Best Buy. Also Best Buy was a lot more it was a lot more young and
Young and new, yeah.
yeah, young, new, yeah, young and hip.
What all the kids are saying these days.
Exactly right. It wasn't,
Popping,
it was a lot more
popping.
young and
That's what
hip, and
they're saying.
everyone was
They're
just,
saying popping. Go on, popping. It's
yeah, it
popping.
was popping, or was it on fleek?
It's
On
on
fleek.
fleek.
It was on fleek.
It's on fleek,
Yeah,
bro.
it was on fleek or whatever. But you know, they were a lot more open, a lot more sociable to everybody, and these home stores really aren't. They kind of are in the same situation as where Radio Shack is, where, you know, okay, they're just lucky that, people are buying, their stuff over phone and online. But if it was just, up to the stores, then no, they wouldn't, a lot of these phone companies wouldn't be around for too long.
Yeah, true.
So, yeah, I kind of wish that that Amazon, uh, kind of like, confirm that rumor, or probably it still is happening, but Amazon is keeping it under wraps. But I'm kind of hoping that these stores go to something a little better rather than, just Verizon or
Yeah, it's Sprint. Yeah, it was
Mobile.
Sprint. Yeah.
Sprint. I'm sorry, yes,
Yeah, Sprint
Sprint.
are buying their locations. I don't know. I don't need. I don't think we need more Sprint
No,
locations with this
we
me.
they again, all the phone companies live over the phone, over the internet, where they should be. They should, that's especially where they should be reigning. Where they give their service. That's where you should be looking for their service. But having stores it's, I don't know. I'd rather would have Amazon stuff, because sometimes these shipments mess up, and I'd rather just go to a site and pick up the shipment there and come in, like what UPS is. That UPS store across the street, I never really go in there, but it's not going to leave, because it's a lot more reliable than nearly anything else around it.
Yeah,
If you want somebody to ship something over to the UPS store, it's going to get to that UPS store, and you can go there at any time and pick it up.
yeah,
It's, again, it's like a, I'd rather it be something reliable rather than something that kind of ran its course, 5 years ago.
yeah. True.
Let's just doing
That's
something new. I
yeah,
hope we're just doing something new. And, they have like a little subdivision of their company, like how Coke made Sprite or something, and
yeah.
it's going to be a whole new different
It's a
IP.
new drink. It's by someone else.
Yeah,
But no wait, it's Sprite.
yeah, right.
It's yeah, the same thing. But yeah,
I have very little hope in
yeah,
that, but okay.
yeah. So the new trailer for Persona 5 came out like 5 days ago, but it's pretty well, of course the visuals are always pretty good. They always That's why they made an anime. So, but it looks the art style is, I would say it is Persona like, and it's pretty awesome. And of course everyone is back. And then it's gonna switch between. I think it might switch between like the animated to the 3D. And this is just the, where is it? This is just the menus. This is like the menus looks awesome. Like
The menus, the menus do have a very
yeah,
animated, very interactive vibe to them. I think I would spend more time on the menus than in the game
the
itself.
game
Again, I
itself.
I know I know very little about it, and the only opinion I can generate from this is I can't wait for Persona 5 Arena when they
Oh
make a
yeah.
game, because that may just happen, and that's the only time I'm really going to
Of
pay
course,
attention.
of course it will happen. They released recently the Persona 4 like Arena. This is a new version that
Yeah,
have more characters, a new story and everything.
Arxis,
And
yeah,
yeah, I
it's
played
always
it. Yeah,
Arxis,
it's
yeah.
pretty good. Yeah, it's like amazing. And I don't even play a lot of fighting games at all. So that game I actually want to get just to play just to play the fighting game. It's just like awesome.
Yeah, arenas, yeah.
It mixes two things that, like, mixes the RPG, which I like, the RPG stories. I just love, right, like RPG stories or anime type stories, and the fightings is simple. It's pretty simple compared to like every other fighting game, Street Fighter, like Tekken. Even though you can get into it, but if you could play one character, you can just play any character. Some games, if you
No,
can't
it's true.
play, if you could play one character, most likely that's your main character. You can't switch. Like
True,
another
yeah.
character, you could just like learn all the characters in like probably in a day, and then learn how to mix it up. It could be, and it could be complicated if you want to. The combos could be really complicated if you really want to.
Yeah.
So it's
It
accessible to a
allows
lot
you
of people.
it allows you to spend more time. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and if you're a really big Sony fanboy, you can get the DualShock 3 coffee table, and this like the details to it. It is amazing. It looks exactly like the machine. Besides this little, they probably should have made this here have the. They probably couldn't put the Sony label actually. Maybe some copyright thing. But,
Yeah,
yeah,
bro.
probably. But you probably can buy a sticker, a big ass sticker, and put it right in the middle.
Yeah, it looks like you can lift the glass from that and put the sticker on.
Yeah. I wonder if the thumbsticks are movable.
I was hoping that too.
just,
I
just
really
like
was. Even though probably wouldn't want them to move while the coffee's on there, but
yeah. But
that may be
let's say
what.
why. I'm like, why would you want that anyway? Like, why would you want it to move? I don't
Yeah,
know, but I want it to be functional.
it probably
Just
it
because.
probably moves. It probably moves in each direction is like a different function in the house. You can turn the lights
Oh,
on. You
that'll be
press like
dope.
right. Yeah, you press right and like a left or the door unlocks and the door is locked. You click the other one and the car starts up. Hopefully,
Okay,
probably can hack it.
probably. All right. Yeah.
Probably can
Okay,
play
so there's
games.
been so many first-person shooter games, but what about a first-person lover? So this game uses it is the weirdest thing ever. It looks similar to Second Life, but also it's has a little. One of the scenes has like it's definitely looks like Putin riding a fucking. It looks like a bear. Yeah, he's riding a bear. He's riding a bear. That's definitely Putin. There can't be anyone else. It looks exactly like.
Yeah, it's
Right?
supposed to be him.
Yeah,
And I think that's a boss battle too.
yeah. That looked like a
Like,
boss
the
battle.
way it looks, the way they had the arena kind of thing and really atmosphere. It
Yeah,
looks like it was a boss battle.
yeah.
And like you said, like you said before, oh yeah, I did see the Unity
Yeah,
insignia there. But like you said before, it does kind of have a Saints Row theme humor.
theme humor. Yeah, but yeah. So these are some of the weapons. Okay, there's the kiss gun, bubble blaster, pedal shotgun, and rainbow cross, and a teddy grenade.
Yeah,
So those are some of the weapons you can use. So if you're tired of shooting zombies or shooting
yeah,
uh,
all the basic shit.
Nazis in the head,
Or
why don't
Nazi zombies.
yeah, Nazi zombies in the head, and you hate all this like violence. Just show the love. Like where's the love?
Yeah, it's
Where's the love?
like a call of dating or something. I don't know. Call of dating, modern sim. I don't know.
Call of Duty mindset. Fiction.
I mean, this is probably gonna bring me back to my days in Newgrounds, man. Well, it's
Yeah,
like all those quirky dating sims, and like there were like hundreds of them, even though they were supposed to all be the same thing, but
yeah,
they weren't, and that was the
yeah,
weird part. Nothing about those games were the same, and this would have been this would be like the perfect would have been the perfect addition.
yeah,
But it's again now the times of nostalgia for us. So
yeah.
this would definitely help out, definitely bring us back.
Yeah. So yeah. So on to the next. So if you guys haven't heard or been on the rock, Jon Stewart, like pretty much, I guess pretty much him, John Oliver, and was it Colbert
Yep.
are like, like they're the like reason I know a lot about like current events because
Yeah.
one, they either like Colbert was all about being sarcastic, even though like all right, his clear message like okay, these people are fucking up, but he's like making all the points they're making, but pretty much making fun of them. And then
Yeah.
like John is just straight just making fun of them, and it's just he does it such like in such intelligent and funny way. So he's finally leaving after I think he says it was 15 no 17 years, 17 years on the
It's
air.
getting towards yes.
Yeah, about almost 17 years.
Yeah,
And
it's towards like around 16. He started in 99.
yeah, yeah. And so
Yeah.
this article is just showing all of the people that pretty much started on his show
Yeah, man.
and like got their career, like Steve Carell, of course, John Oliver, even the new guy that took over Colbert's show, well his slot,
Yeah,
Larry Wilmore.
yeah.
Was it a nightly show? Yeah. Kristen, yeah, Kristen, she's
Kristen.
amazing, especially on was it especially on what's that show on Disney? Oh, damn it! About the mystery, the kids playing finding out mysteries. Oh,
On-
Gravity Falls. Gravity Falls. Yeah.
Oh, Gravity Falls.
Yeah.
Oh, she's
yeah,
on.
Yeah, she's
Wait.
on Gravity Falls. She's the sister. She doesn't even change her voice. Her voice is exactly the same.
Wait, she wasn't the one who was like trying to
With
set
the,
up everybody.
yeah, that's her. That's
Oh
her.
yeah, okay.
That's her.
She was trying to like get
Yeah.
everybody
With
to date.
she always
Yeah,
has different sweaters
yeah.
on.
Okay,
That's her.
that sounds like. Oh yeah, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it does sound like her. And Ed Helms, yeah.
Yeah, Ed Helms. Yeah, like everybody.
And I remember John Hodgman. I remember that one. Remember when they had John Hodgman on? He was there. It was the You're Welcome.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it was You're Welcome. But now he has his own podcast with Max Fun.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's been a while since I like seen anything with Max.
He actually came on recently on this after when they did the episode about the what's it called, the inflate gate. He came on, talk like pretty much make it like saying that Tom Brady is the best, but he pretty much talked about like he's pretty much like had no idea what football was about, and he just like put all these different like comedies, sports together, like and Patrick Stewart.
Oh, of course, yeah. He's been there for a long time. He was John Oliver too. Yeah.
Yeah, when he was being John Oliver, that was amazing. But yeah, everyone's gonna miss him. It's I don't know who can replace him. Maybe what's the guy that's on not the Daily Show, the Daily Soup, the same dude that I forgot his name. That's on Community.
He's on Community.
Yeah. The show Community.
Yeah, I'm forgetting. Yeah, I'm already forgetting the name of the guy. But
yeah, I think he can do it. He probably can do it.
Yeah, because it looks like for the time being they may move up Larry Wilmore and have At Midnight with Chris Hardwick for a little bit.
Oh, okay, that could be fun.
They may have that, and that's the way I'm seeing it. You know, it may be there for a little bit, but who knows? You know, we'll figure it out. You know, there'll be somebody else because I know what is it? I know Humacall is still going. You know, and Bill Maher, even though he's like a hell of a lot more harsh rather than hilarious. He is hilarious, but like he's really
harsh. More.
He's like the Antichrist of Fox News pretty much, and he's he's going to be there for a while. I know him. Because like him, I think him and John Oliver are going to be that Colbert and Stewart duo, but just on HBO.
John Oliver's show is amazing. Like, it's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Like every show I watch, even if it's something that maybe didn't really interest me or I didn't know about, I figure like I get all the information and I just like laugh my ass off. It just works pretty like really well. Like even the commercial when the commercial for him coming back, say Colbert, Steve, like he's gonna I'm not Colbert. I mean like John Oliver, he's gonna add a pony. He's gonna do all this. Like actually, I didn't sign up. I thought he was gonna do the same. He said John Oliver, more of the same. Said well, for this season.
For now, yeah.
For now.
It's for now.
That was amazing. But we'll miss him, and hopefully there's if it's not Comedy Central, most likely John. Like that's where I'll be going, with John Oliver. But
yeah, we'll figure out who else they add because again, Colbert, his reign isn't over. It's just actually evolved. He's going to be on the I think it's the Late Show, the Tonight Show. We're going to replace Letterman.
Yeah, well, Letterman has been going. His show's been. No one's watched his show in years. like if they do, like they're not really. There's old people watching the show just because it's on, and that's what they do every night. Yeah. But like with Colbert, it will definitely bring, fast. Yeah. And since that show usually doesn't really talk about politics mostly, it just talks about just like maybe celebrities more than politics and the news. Like it'll be more funny, and I want to see him like grow with that. Do not just news and politics, more about like see what
Colbert says about everybody. Because he still does make fun of he makes fun of celebrities and everything on his show like every once in a while.
Yeah.
But now he has more room for that.
Yeah, true.
There's more room for just about anything to talk about. So Yeah, pretty cool.
All right. And the last thing of the day. So,
NASA Jedi's.
NASA Jedi. So, if you want to know what team they're on, I think they're on Star Wars team. Is a good bet.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was just yeah. This is awesome. This is just amazing.
Exactly.
So
It's about. I mean, it's about time. You know, it's about time. NASA had more fun with
their campaigns. Yeah.
their campaigns and just their jobs. I know they definitely the 3D printed wrenches out there, so you know they're not really that mundane, but
Yeah.
that dull. You know, they have the Colbert. They have the Colbert. What is it? Treadmill up there.
Oh, they do.
You know, yeah, they still have the Colbert treadmill. And it was hilarious 'cause, like when in Colbert's last episode, they had a guy running on his treadmill,
Yeah.
singing with everybody else, but he was in the space station.
Shit,
So
man.
yeah, like something like this here is just completely more. It just adds more to the fun. You know, it just shows that they've loosened up
Yeah.
in the heat of Cape Canaveral and all that rocket fuel and everything.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's it for the brew. Make sure to like and subscribe. Follow us on Facebook and make sure to follow us on Google Plus. We're trying to get a Twitter name, which we're gonna do that probably tonight. But
Yeah, we're doing our best to evolve.
yeah, we're gonna try to start. We're gonna put the links down there and below in the just near this like the comic box. So yeah, guys, see you later on the next time.
Sure,
So, next
you know
episode.
what?
Yeah. We're on fleek, guys. We're on fleek.
Yeah, all right, yeah, please.